much did you make this year? What was your goal this year? And what percentage of your goal did you achieve? Somebody says anybody who doesn't understand the history of what happened before you will remain forever a child. He also says anybody who doesn't understand the history of what happened before him will repeat the same mistakes. If you are ready to repeat the mistakes you made this year and next year, can I hear yes?
No.
Okay? If you are not ready to repeat the mistakes you made this year and next year, can I hear no?
No.
Okay? Now, how to ensure you don't fall into that place is to be able to define from now. Now, one of the key elements, if you look at the way we are going, we took some time to develop personal development, the things you need to do for your business, how you be proactive. Now, we're taking the bit personal to say if you don't understand what needs to happen for you, and you don't have a clear goal of where you're going financially, nobody can help you. You know, the theme of what we want to do this year is help. Yeah? Yes. Higher education learning program, but it also means assisting people in their journey forward. Isn't it? Yes. Now, one of the critical things that you need to do is you need to put a line in the sand. Where are you currently and where do you want to be at the end of the year? If you don't have a clear goal, there's nothing that drives you. If you don't have clear goals, there's nothing that is making you want to move faster or run further. I tell people, if you see somebody who wakes up in the morning and is not really aspiring towards anything, you will see it in the way they do their business and the way they do everything else as well. One of the key things I tell people about financial intelligence is one of the most important things that you want to learn and know. I shared with you last week about a man that came to me and said that he has spiritual problems. That his business was facing spiritual issues. And that he decided to be praying more because the money that was coming in his business wasn't enough compared to what was coming in before. And by the time we realized he doesn't know how much he earns, he doesn't know how much he spends, he doesn't pay himself a salary. Whenever there's a problem, he just takes money and spends. What he lacked was financial intelligence. What he lacked was the ability to stay in control of his resources. Are we together? Yeah. Now, in 2014, if we run our finances and our lives well, we need to know two key things. Number one, where we are, and number two, where we are going. Can you ask this beside me? Where are you going? Ask the person, where are you going? Ask the person, where are you? Now, unfortunately, this is not a topic we start off, talk about, and that's the end. This is something you need to commit time and energy to. Thankfully, in everybody's privilege pack, there's already 32 hours of information about this available for you to listen to download. Somebody called me on Friday from Port Harcourt, and called me and said, Deolu, I just want to call you and say thank you. I said, what are you thanking me for? He said, I just went through the 32 hours again, and I realized that there's so much there. But there's so much that he never realized that when it was going on, he didn't really pay attention so much. But partly because he wants to do the exam now, he's gone through it again, and he's realized, he said to me, Deolu, this is worth more than 5 times the privilege pack itself. In the value he was able to save. Now, I know people who, somebody called me and said to me, Deolu, I have a new downline now who has been getting a new prospect every day. Signed up. Every day I've been signing up somebody for her. Every day. And how is he going? Essentially what he's doing is they are going to places where he is presenting financial intelligence. He presents financial intelligence, he presents how they can take control of their finances, how they can run their lives well, and then they sign up. He shared with me that personally he has made over about 2 million teaching in different places. He's gone to a place to teach them, they paid him 400,000 naira. Went to a place to teach them, they pay per head. He's been doing that. Why? Because he has knowledge that they don't have. He's applying his life and it's giving him confidence in able to present it. Now, I'm not even talking about the fact that you can earn money from doing that. I'm saying you can put your life on the right path by defining and knowing where you are and where you want to be. Now, I tell people, to make money is not a problem. To make money is not difficult. Many of us have made money before. My wife and I were talking about somebody this morning who, as far back as 8 years ago, made a lot of money, as in that you go to a shop, in the shop where he's making money, he just says, give me 50K. You know, as in, I want to go out with a few friends, give me 100,000 naira. He had money. But because he lacked intelligence, he's gotten himself back to a place where today, if you give him 50,000 naira, you'll be very thankful. I'm not saying you should get to a place where you will be thankful, but get to a place where it becomes a big deal, there's a problem. Now, one of the key coordinates of ensuring that we can live the kind of life we live is knowing where we are and defining where we want to. Now, what are the key indices? Where do you want your income to be at the end of this year? Sorry, end of next year, end of 2014. What do you want your income to look like? Your weekly income. What do you want to be earning weekly by this business? What do you want to be earning on the various other streams of income you are earning from? What's your goal? Because guess what? What will make you helpable is because what you want to achieve is clear. There are opportunities that will come in the course of next year that you may not have thought about now. But the only reason why they will come is because you are crystal clear about where you are going financially. So what will your income be? Okay, what value are you going to add to your family's income? What will your contribution be? Somebody next year wants to be able to earn $1,000 per week. Somebody wants to be able to earn $10,000 per week. Guess what? Before we begin, one of the crucial things you must do for yourself, which I do for myself every year, is sit down, analyze where I've come to, analyze where I'm going. There are 4 key elements. 1, income. 2, expense. 3, assets. 4, liabilities. It's very simple. Income, expense, asset, liabilities. Where am I now? Income, expense, asset, liability. Where do I want to be in the next 1 year? If I'm not measuring it, trust me, once you are not measuring it, you are not making as much progress as you can make. You will assume, I'll just continue my life, things will progress. It doesn't happen. Money will come, money will go. Different people will come and meet you with different ideas that will take the money away from you. I tell people, whatever money you make that doesn't develop your intelligence in the process is not yours. It will finally end up in its real destination, in the pocket of somebody else who will promise you an investment. Something very funny happened. I did a broadcast, and I said 200% interest. Did you see it?
Yes.
And somebody who had not talked to me in the last 3 years buzzed me and said, Deolu, I want to know about that one. This person, I am aware of how much money he has lost in those kind of schemes. He has lost a fortune of himself and others. And as soon as he sees 200% on my broadcast, he's excited. I realized Charles Ponzi, if he was released from prison, will still make money tomorrow.
Yes.
Because people are wired to look for what doesn't exist. We want money without intelligence. We want money without work. It will still sell. One day somebody told me, he said, Deolu, I'm thinking of doing something. There's what we used to call back then, they used to call it high yield investment program. Still there. People are regularly donating their money to other people in the name of high returns. I tell people the highest returns you can ever have in this life is the one that involves your energy. Are we together? If you want to earn high returns, ensure that your energy is involved. Be clear where you are. How much are you earning today? How much are you spending today? What asset do you have today? What liabilities you have? If you don't have any asset today, what's your asset plan? If you have liability today, what's your plan for your liability? If your income is low, how do you make it high? If you are not in control of your expense, how do you gain control? Listen, achieving what you want to achieve requires regular tracking. Please say with me, regular tracking.
Regular tracking.
If I'm driving to Ibadan and I keep on going for 4 hours and I don't get there, what's going on? Are we together? No, nothing's going on. Maybe there's traffic. But if I'm moving at 100 kilometers per hour and I'm going to Ibadan and there's no traffic and I keep going and in 4 hours I've not seen Ibadan. I am back in the wrong direction. Also, the same thing. The same thing with your finances. You need to be tracking. Ask yourself, Am I making progress? Am I making progress? Where am I going? Where am I driving towards? What am I putting into? Now listen, I tell people financial freedom is a long course. It's a 5-year plan. The first thing you're worrying about is not how to become financially free. The first thing you're worrying about is how do I ensure that my income is higher than my expense and there is a reserve. Are we together? It doesn't matter how small it is. It matters that the discipline is there. Because guess what? One of the things I'm learning and I realize there are people who, if they give you 10 million naira, do not think about it. Are we together? I went to meet somebody a few weeks ago and he said to me, so person came to me and said he needed 30 million naira. Let me even break it down for you. We're going to Anambra. There's something happening in Anambra. There's an election going on. One of the gubernatorial aspirants is going to win. He's a good guy. He's in the Sunday party. He's looking good. So he said, can I have 30 million naira so that can you support him? And the other person said, no problem. I don't invest in politics. But I can give you 30 million naira. I don't want interest. Just ensure whatever happens to you and your candidate, make sure that my capital is complete. Because I'm not playing with my capital. Now, and then says to me, Deolu, if the 30 million goes and doesn't come back, there's no problem. The only problem is that that person will never come back to me again. Because we will have burned that bridge with history. And 30 million naira is enough money, it's small enough for that person to make history with. Now, 30 million, I can't make history with 30 million. Now, what am I saying? There are people who have funds that what you want to do is not a big deal. And not your problem. Your problem is discipline. Your problem is management. Your problem is control. That once the process of control is tightened, then anything you need is possible and available. But if you don't learn it before the money comes, you will not retain it. Now, so how do I ensure that I'm already demonstrating discipline? And see, don't let's look at it as experiment. Look at it on our level. Look at it as you want to help your child. Your child comes to you, your child says, mommy, give me 50 naira. What would be your response? What do you want to do with it? Say, I want to buy, they ask us to buy book in school, and I want to use the change to buy sweets. You give the money, person takes the money away, buys the book, has change, buys one sweet or something, and then has 10 naira change, and then puts 10 naira change inside an envelope. Ask for money again the next day, and it's doing like that. At the end of 1 month, the person comes to you and says, mommy, see what I've saved. And you look there and you see 200 naira. What are you going to feel about that child? The next time she says she wants 100 naira, will you give her? Yes. Why? Because you have seen discipline. Are we together? Now, it's the same way it works. The same way. Somebody came to meet me yesterday and said, I have a business I want to do and I need 3 million naira. And I said to the person, I want your wisdom. Give me your wisdom. I said, good. It's very simple. I've had that problem before. What I did was I called my colleagues where I used to work before. One of them is Ijoma. That's his name. He's a guy. I said, Ijoma, I need money, man. I need money badly. And I'm willing to give you 20%. Give me this money for 3 months. And the guy says, what do you want to use my money to do? I said, do you want your money back in 3 months with interest? Or do you want to understand the business I want to do with your money so that in the story I can also share the story with you? He said, if I give you my money, I don't want stories, I just want my money back together with the interest. He said, so forget what I'm doing with money, just give me the money. Exactly 3 months down the line, the business has not yielded results. Are we together? I'm telling you my story. I'm management. I called another friend. I said, guy, I need money and I need it for 3 months. In 3 months, I'll give you 20%. I doubled what I collected from the first guy so that I have more money. Yeah. The business I'm doing is in process. I can see that it will end soon. I'm not playing tricks. I can see that it's just delaying me for about 3 weeks. I collected money from the new friend, paid him his capital and his interest, settled him, had a few loose change to keep on running things until that money came out. I was able to settle them as well. Now ask me, if I ever go back to Ijoma, my friend, and I say to him, I have a business transaction, I will give you 10%. Will you doubt me?
No.
That's what it's called credibility. Yes. I have built credibility. Now, with your finances, whether you like it or not, how you manage what comes into your hand, you are building credibility with God, the universe, whatever system operates, you are building credibility. If you cannot reserve anything for what is coming to your hand, you will be poor. In time. Now, and you will find out that the reason why you see uneducated, prospering illiterates, and I'm sure you've seen them, yes. As in they are illiterate, but as in one of my friends, a long time ago called me and said, Deolu, let's do rice business. I said, why? He said, I'm in the bank. He was working in the bank. He said, there's a woman that comes to the bank and every day she's putting 4 million naira in the bank. 4 million naira. That this rice must be good. I don't know. That was about 13 years ago. But I realized there are people that are doing rice business and are getting broke. And there are people that are doing it and are prospering. Are we together? The difference is not the business you are doing. The business is your ability to maintain discipline and manage your resources. There are people who will run things down because of indiscipline, and there are people that will build it up because they are able to deny themselves in doing it. So I tell people, the end game is building assets. The first game is growing your income and growing your discipline. Can you say with me, grow your income? Grow your income. And grow your discipline. And grow your discipline. It may be a small amount. There's a woman I know. She was a brand called you may know her if you live around what's it called? Bariga side. She's also on the island. She's also in the coal market. Now, I don't know her full story, but I know a part of the story. She's turning, as in she's very big with Cadbury, big with Unilever, big with different brands as a distributor. She was a distributor before I knew what the meaning of distributor was. I didn't know the meaning, but I just 1991, I saw a fridge in the house, and on the fridge they wrote best distributor 1991. Wow. You understand? Cadbury. Now I didn't know what distributor meant then. Just saw best distributor fridge. It was a big thing for me. Now, how did that start? She started by selling one carton and ensuring that when it's sold, a small amount of money is being kept aside to be able to buy when there is high season and stack it in the ceiling until it is low season and sell it at a profit and still retain the profit. And the only way you move forward is when you have an escrow account where you are keeping something away from you. Listen, for business people like me and you, it is always tempting to touch every money. Every money looks like I can quickly turn it around and double it. Not so? Yeah. How can you be comfortable as a business person to have 20 million naira? But guess what? I've learned it. I've learned how to be comfortable, have 20 million naira, have all the ideas in this world and not touch it. Now, that requires discipline. Because guess what? If it never stays in your hand to 20 million, to 40 million, all the opportunities in that range will never appeal to you. Are we together? Yes. That there's a development you are doing for yourself when you are able to understand this mastery. I can show you many amazing ways. Okay? I can show you many very interesting ways. That you need to learn that discipline. There is money that you can't get it. I have it, I don't have access to it because it's meant, the purpose is clear. My ability to separate it for its purpose is what will give me the ability to be able to build towards freedom. I cannot be talking about freedom if I've not mastered this. Someone will share a story with me. How he came to Lagos with 3 pence. And how today he has access to over 3 billion. Follow me. Person was telling me that the person that when I was coming to Lagos, the person that gave me 3 pence, when I got to Lagos, I went to a corner somewhere and I put 3 strokes on the wall so that I always remember. And after being in Lagos for about 20 years, I decided to build the person a 3-bedroom bungalow for that 3 pence gift. Now, I tell you what takes you from 3 pence to anywhere is not the opportunities that you face. The opportunities become available because of the discipline you have built. Is it possible to make money without discipline? Yes. But that same discipline that is not learned in making the money, you will lose it when you make it. So I tell people, rather than learn, because you learn. Somebody came to me yesterday and said, you always say we should learn by failure. Allow me to fail in this one. I know investors are around. I was telling him, don't do this. He said, no. You said we can fail. Let me prove that this thing can work. I wish I had said, you have already tied my hands. It's fine. You know, there's the opportunity for counsel is what makes you not learn all the lessons by your own mistakes. You can learn from the mistakes of others. You know, so key things, and please don't let this year pass without you doing this for yourself. Sit down, take a book. We have one in the bookshop. It's called Workbook. It's a DVD that explains it very clearly. If you can't get the DVD, go online. There's a 32 hours already recorded. Sit down with lesson 1, 2, and 3. Listen to it and write down where you are and write down where you want to be at the end of this year. If you are not tracking it, you are not making progress like you can make progress. Whenever I stop tracking my progress, I realize that my income level drops by 1/3. As it's just for stopping. As I'm not tracking it again, I'm just allowing my life to pass. You know, sometimes we get very consumed. I get consumed as well. I get consumed in the business of doing business. I'm not even looking at my bottom line. I'm not looking at, is it paying me? I get lost at times. But never get lost on tracking. Never get lost on asking yourself, what did I want to achieve and how am I doing as what I want to achieve? And then when you are able to build that, you can now think assets. Somebody came to meet me, and I'll close with this story. People come to meet me for many things. Person came and said, Deolu, my business is doing well. Our turnover yearly now has crossed 1 billion. Wow. Yeah. Our turnover yearly has crossed 1 billion. Things are going very fine. He said, well, I can't get money from the bank. I'm getting money from the bank, but what I'm getting is a temporary overdraft just to be able to run for like 30 days. I'm not getting the kind of money that can take my business to the next level. So I asked him a few questions, and I realized all the while I've been building his business, he hasn't been building any assets. Are we together? No assets. Now, what's an asset? An asset is an economic source of value. Type of organic passive income. I add the caveat to it. It's also an economic source of value that is recognized and can be used as collateral by the bank. What does that mean? If you see there's a guy, Kelvin, whenever Kelvin is negotiating a deal, Kelvin is not interested in, you will hear every deal you talk about, you hear royalty. Royalty. The guy is finally free. He's not looking for freedom. That guy came there to collect freedom. Finish. He's not interested in how many equity. You say, he did this, I want 0 equity, but pay me $1 for every sale. Are we together? He has been building his business without being assets. What does that mean? It means he has nothing he can go to the bank with and say, give me 40 million. Now, however way you are building your business, you must build your business to a point where you must be able to do that at some point. Your business is a joke. If you have done it for 5 years and you have not been able to come to a point where you can access funds. Are we together? You know, you say things like from M, as in you used to get into your vocabulary. Today, dollar exchanges for 173. Are we together? But the bank rates have not changed. It's still 157. But guess what? The people that can access the bank rate are the people who understand, who are doing business at a higher level and understand that if I want to buy things from outside the country in, I can leverage on these systems. Now, what brings you to those spaces where you are able to form conversation and relate asset liability is that you are building credibility with the bank by developing yourself via your escrow to a point where you can create assets. If you go to a bank and say I want money, they can also say you can put your money in fixed deposit as collateral. I will give you money. And that doesn't make sense to me because it's a cash asset as well. But build assets so that you can increase your leverage. Ensure that this year does not end until you have defined where you are and where you want to go. You may feel, I'm enjoying what he's saying. If you do nothing about it, you have wasted your time and mine. But I will ensure that my own time is not wasted. See, I tell you, when I'm teaching financial intelligence, I'm benefiting more than everybody. Because I'm putting myself out there and I'm telling you what to do. Will I be foolish and not do it? I'll have to be foolish not to do it. So give yourself a goal this year and say, not only will you be somebody who is hearing it this year, you will be capable of teaching it this year as well. I know the good thing. The exam, there's an exam. And if you're a distributor, you can do the exam for free. Are we together? So if you don't learn, it's because you won't learn. Can I have one house? Look at me beside you. Say, if you don't learn, it's because you won't learn. If you don't learn, it's because you won't learn. Now, there are a few key, I'm going to post it at that junction. I still have a lot that we'll talk about. Hopefully next Thursday. Next Thursday is Christmas, isn't it? No. It's Boxing Day.
Yeah. Come with your kids.
You should come with your kids. So please come next Thursday, come with your prospect. Some of us will do it. We'll have to talk to them. So we'll post it at this junction. But let me announce this here. If you are here, you want to come on board A2W, there's an opportunity that is open today and tomorrow. It closes on Friday. When you go for the sizzles, you'll find out about it. There's an opportunity where you can come on board, pay 70,000 naira, get a privilege pack and 2 healthy ovens. If you want, you can drop one oven and pick up a phone. We have X1 already available in the house. You can pick that up as well. If you want, so you can pick one oven, one X1. If you're coming at 90,000 naira, you can pick an oven, a tablet, and a privilege pack, a tablet, and an oven at 90. It's available today and tomorrow. So you can leverage on that. And for the people who have become inactive or have inactive in their teams, there's an offer strictly for people that are distributors and want to come back alive again. Let me announce it to all, yeah? So that once and for all we have it. You pay 60,000 naira and you get a privilege pack, 50 PV, that allows you to be access everything in the privilege pack. And then you get 3 A2W healthy ovens. Wow. Strictly this week until the products are finished. You can also drop one oven for a phone, or you can drop one oven for a tablet and a flash disk. Which reminds me, we have some flash disks around now. They are A2W branded flash disks. So you will get them in the combo. You can get the power bank and one of them. It's branded A2W. It says Master Key for Success. You wear it as a handband. It's a flash disk. It's 16 gig. Oh, it will come loaded with all the videos, all the presentations, everything you need to drive your A2W business. How much? You want to know how much? Yeah. Go to A2Wshopping.com. There's one that looks like a key as well. It's a key. It's a flash disk. It's 16 gig. And you have inscribed on it A2W Master Key for Success. And it has a case, a leather case that it fits into, and it's a perfect key holder, flash disk. It will come loaded with all the things you need to build your business with. It comes in red, black, and brown. This one comes in yellow, pink, white, blue, purple, green,
indigo.
This one comes in rainbow colors. So those bundles are available, and the products will be available on the A2W shopping as well for you to click and buy from there. I'm going to hand it over to Yoma.